well.
Okay.
Take your time.
Good evening. My name is Jenny Spell, and I'm 17 years old. I'd like to tell you a little bit about myself and share my story with you tonight. For as long as my family can remember, I've been hard to keep up with. I'm the third of 4 kids, and I wanted to keep up with my older sisters, so I would go and go and go until I fell asleep at the dinner table. When I was 3, I got a tricycle for Christmas that didn't have brakes. It was my favorite thing to race down the driveway with my feet off the pedals and swerve just before the street. My mom would stand at the end of the driveway to grab me from my bike if a car was coming. My nickname became No Brakes from that point on. When I was 12, I was climbing a tree down the street and jumped out of it just for fun. I impaled my foot on a tree stake and had to walk on crutches for a while, but nothing stopped me. I was president of my 8th grade class and a school ambassador. My sister Rachel and I played soccer on the same team. I had great friends, and I even worked as a hair model for a salon in West Palm Beach. I got my motorcycle license before my driver's license and taught myself to play acoustic guitar. September a year ago, I was a principal dancer in my school's production of The Sound of Music. And on September 30th, 2014, I attended an Honor Society induction, and my friends and I cleaned up collecting all the awards. But the next day, on October 1st, I started running a fever. My brother had been homesick with a virus, so I just figured I'd caught the same thing. My mom took me to the doctor 3 times over the next week, and I thought it was a virus and it would run its course, but I kept feeling worse. So on October 7th, I told my mom I thought something was wrong, and she took me to the ER in West Palm Beach. It turns out we got there just in time. I don't remember a lot other than arriving at the ER. I'm told that I was immediately intubated and that they worked all night trying to save me, and that more than 100 of my friends and their families and pastors overwhelmed the hospital to pray for me. I also know that they called Joe DiMaggio Children's Hospital, and that Dr. Lavandowski was on call to come and transport me. I'm told he took charge when he arrived, and that he informed my parents that Joe D had an ECMO life support system that might help save me. So he took me by helicopter, and I arrived at Joe D around 2:30 on the morning of October 8th, 2014. That day I began what would end up being the stay of 241 days in the care of the doctors and nurses and staff of Joe DiMaggio Children's Hospital. In the next few days, they were able to determine that I had influenza-A, which had attacked my heart and put me into cardiac failure. I won't go into all the medical details, but the overall picture is that although my heart recovered, I experienced multiple complications as a result of being so sick. My kidneys failed. I got a life-threatening secondary infection. I suffered from a bleed in my abdomen that caused some truly crazy stuff to happen. I pretty much did a short course of medical school in 1 year. But what I really want you to know tonight is that I survived because of where I was. I got great medical care, but it was the people of Joe DiMaggio that made a difference. They did all they possibly could to make the days bearable. The microbiology lab planned a tea party for me. I missed my school prom, so the PICU scheduled a prom night for me. I went to an Easter party, a jungle party, and had a personal visit from Santa Claus himself, and received more Christmas presents than I've ever seen in my entire life. With every surgery, treatment, or infusion, there was a new craft to do, making me the proud owner of at least 10 different ceramic piggy banks and a lot of sand art. And who could forget Lotsy Dotsy, our favorite clown? She's always there to bring me socks or a neck pillow or just try to cheer me up. I was also visited often by Nutmeg the dog, or at least one of the golden retrievers that visited the hospital. My nurses were and still are some of my best friends. They were always there to talk with me, to keep my hair clean and braided until I didn't have enough hair to braid. I've had doctors hold my hand and walk me to scans at 2 o'clock in the morning, and I've had physical therapists hold me while I've cried. One particular doctor even snuck my dog, Colby, into the PICU for a surprise visit. That doesn't happen everywhere. On a special day in the spring, the security guards at the front desk even printed 120 badges so that my entire school choir could come and see me and sing to me in the lobby. It's easy to tell that Joe DiMaggio is a special place. The daytime valets, John and Junior, encouraged me every time I was allowed to go outside. They told me that I could do it, that I was going to leave the hospital and walk again and have a normal life. Betty Ann in the gift shop did the same thing, and she also kept me stocked up on Tropical Starburst. So one last thing tonight. Your donations are what make this possible. When it came time for me to leave the hospital, I was in need of a special cushion for my wheelchair to preserve what was left of my caboose. Insurance didn't cover it, so you provided my butt cushion. You gave my glutes a chance. Now that may seem like a silly thing, but for me it made all the difference in my ability to get up and go places with my family and not have to stay in bed all day. Seriously, when I look back, if I'd been taken somewhere besides Joe DiMaggio, I honestly don't think I would have made it. I think I eventually would have given up. But I didn't, because every day I was there, every new friend that I made, every party that was planned, gave me another reason to just do one more day. So tonight I'm standing in front of you all, living, breathing, talking, joking around. I have my 4 siblings here with me and 4 of my best friends. I've been home for almost 6 months now and I'm getting stronger. I have some disabilities and lots of scars. I'm still on dialysis and I need a kidney if anyone has one. But the people of Joe DiMaggio continue to take exceptional care of me, and I'm very grateful for the life-saving place this hospital has been for me. There's a phrase in a song that means a lot to me. I want to share it with you tonight. It's simple and it goes like this. What we give is all we have, and how we love is what will last. I thank you all tonight for giving to me and loving me, and I ask you to give to this foundation so that this hospital and its people can continue to make a difference in this world. Thank you.